Greetings, everyone. I try to be so grown woman about some things, but I tell you, some people, some demons, just wouldn't even allow you to try and save yourself, okay? Just as thick as some tempting they be talking through. But anyway, I came to you all today because I saw this video on YouTube.
Her son father.
I saw this video on YouTube that the OG Tell God on Jesus made about me. And I'm just not understanding. What's going on, BG Town Chunky? What's up, baby? I'm cooling. I be trying to cool. But yeah, the OG Tell God on Jesus made a video about me. And I don't know why this man chooses to have his name in my mouth. I mean, my name in his mouth, knowing that I'm going to correct it, knowing that I'm going to air him out. Okay. Um, I'll show you a little bit of the video. That's the best way to be. I'm off the clock too. I'm not fresh off of there, but I'm on there. I've been on there. Hold on one second. Let me run this video back. Let's see.
I don't know if you've seen, but allegedly, I don't know, is that Stoner baby, baby mama talking like that? Yeah, cold nut. I say I'm gonna talk about it, but let me tell you something, bro. this girl, the female, right? Her and I was real tight, like brothers and sisters, bro. When I come home, what she say they was from again? Oh, they from Killa. Yeah, she said she was. You say, where's Killa at? Where that at? That's like 30 minutes, good 20 to 30, good 20 minutes from New Orleans. Anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes from New Orleans. Oh, so that's where I was there from that. Out the project. Yeah, that's how I was there. Yeah, that's not the city of New Orleans or nothing, but it's right there. So we gonna hang out over there. She said they was crazy about them project niggas. Yeah, because we used to go back there. Because you gotta keep in mind, they got like their city is a nice little small little city, but you got dudes getting money that stuff without a bunch of.
Wait, hold on. I don't mean to do that. Because I'm going to break this video down as it goes. As he tells the lies, I'm going to straighten the lies, okay? Because remember, let's recap. I was the one who brought it to you guys that he was solving murders on YouTube, okay? So as he tells the lie, I'm going to correct the lie. Because lies don't care who tell them, okay? So let me go back to where he said. Let me go back to where he said.
They want me to ask you too, like, I don't know if you've seen, but allegedly, I don't know, is that Stoner baby, baby mama talking like that? Yeah, cool nut.
Okay, let's stop right here at the cool nut. Let's stop right here at the cool nut. A cool nut I could have never been, because I explained to you all from the beginning that once I found out that he was the main boyfriend and he was the main nut, I was done with the entire situation. You understand what I'm saying? So he is the main nut of a boyfriend. He followed him around everywhere to everywhere he went. You understand? Because he was his main nut of a boyfriend. Okay, so I'm gonna break this down as it goes by, because one's for certain and two for sure. He knows his lies. You understand? And I'm gonna break them down. So let's keep going.
But let me tell you something, bro. This girl, the female, right?
The female.
Real tight, like brothers and sisters, bro. When I come home, what she?
Wait, hold on, because I gotta keep iterating. Okay, we were tight like brothers and sisters. Okay, Stone was my man. Greetings, Nola. Stone was my baby daddy. He had multiple women pregnant at the same time. He had me and another woman pregnant at the same time. Okay. But what is he saying? Me and him was like brothers and sisters. How were me and you like brothers and sisters? Okay. I met Stone through him. We were like brothers and sisters, but you was his boyfriend. That's what you never explained. Okay. He never explained to me that he was Stone's boyfriend. Okay. They had their situations going on from juvenile jail or whatever, whatever. You know, that was probably the reason why he broke out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Y'all are being fooled by this gangster who wouldn't even be talking none of this if Stone was alive. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna break them down. Hold on. Let's go back to it. Now, always keep in mind, this is a boyfriend that I don't know is the boyfriend. Okay, at the time, I don't know he is Stone boyfriend at the time when I'm pregnant for Stone and he coming around me with Stone, you know, and all of this stuff. Okay, I didn't find out they were boyfriends until he got shot up from being Stone's boyfriend and thinking that you know he was privileged and went and stole his drugs. He explained all of that to you all. You understand? But the main key word is that he's left out was that he was the boyfriend. Okay, the secret. It wasn't secret between them. It was just that the females didn't know. Okay, this is the kind of games that they played. So I'm gonna straighten them. Okay, tell God on
Where
Jesus.
she say
Keep
they were
going.
from again? Oh, they from Killa. Yeah, she said she was in her interview. You say, where's Killa? Where that at? That's like 30 minutes, like 30, good 20 to 30.
He can't even get the talk out with the fake Tim T. You understand what I'm saying? Like, sir, get your vocabulary together, get your mouth together, get everything together before you go to talking with them two small ass Tim T. But get it together. Get it together.
That's why I was there for that. Out the project. Yeah, that's how I was there. Yeah, that's like the city of New Orleans or nothing, but it's right there. So we go hang out over there. She said they was crazy about them project niggas. Yeah, because we used to go back there. Because you gotta keep in mind, they got like their city is a nice little small little city, but you got dudes getting money that still got a bunch of broads. So when you got a bunch of wild dudes coming in their town, it's like, oh yeah, and they coming through a nice whip, they coming through. But I don't get it twisted. The dudes in Killa, they get money, they got nice whips too.
Now, mind you, he's starting talking about the nice whips, but back in that G, when he first came around me, I don't recall his whips. His whips came after he stole Stone Dope. Okay, he never had a whip. Okay, I never saw no whip that he personally had. Okay, maybe his brother whip, maybe somebody else's whip. You understand? But when they were coming to Kenner, they were in Stone's whip. He never owned the whip until after he stole the dope, all the dope. Okay, as he already has acknowledged. Okay.
But you know, it's always like a girl older like somebody outside the city. Right. Yeah, they don't know them. You know what I'm saying? We know y'all, we see y'all every day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They got steppers in Killa. But they just infatuated with the dummy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, that was real tight, bro. When I come home, we was tight. We used to call each other, text each other. She was telling me all the stuff was going on with her and Cash, but all her people. And when she put the stuff out about her child, her son, father, I was like, why would you? This is somebody you got a child with.
So let's not misconstrue, and I don't know why he's trying to misconstrue or switch around the wording. Okay, so when he first came home, me and him, I actually confronted him. He was on the live. Okay, he was talking, so I came out, spoke to him or whatever, sent him my number. When he was started talking to me, I started telling him everything that was going on with Cash Money and everything that was going on with him as well, because that was the reason why he was home. Because he told on Stone, got him whacked, and the feds killed him. They made sure he never came home, whether they took out the hit and the feds carried it out, or whether they just killed, sacrificing themselves while he was in Yazoo. Okay, the first thing I told him was who I work for, what I do, what I don't do. Okay, And then I told him whom I was affiliated with at first to let him know who I am and that I know who he is. Okay? Since not only has the Spirit been showing me who he was, but now that I am an affiliate of a certain group, okay, and he is the CI for a certain group, okay, I was letting him know. I know that you're a CI. You need to know that I could never trust nor talk to you. I'm only telling you what I know you have been affiliated with, okay? Whether whatever it was, because mind you, they play these kind of games, and he has acknowledged this. He has acknowledged that he was talking to his other bro when he stole stone dope, and that the bro told him he should have took it all and all of this. He acknowledged all of this. So don't come trying to make no label out of me, talking about a man. I wasn't his main girlfriend. Honey, I would have never been his main, because God, God tell Jesus, OG tell God on Jesus was his main, okay? That was his main man, his main nut of a boyfriend, okay? And this is why things happen as they usually will in relationships, okay? One team tends to get jealous of the other, okay? And people end up dating people that they're jealous of and really don't like, okay? So this is what was happening, okay?
So whatever the situation is, why would you add it out to the world? Now, on one hand, she's fighting to get
the answer to why would I air it out to the world is because I was airing him out. It's because the reason once I saw mentioned that he was home, because I had saw everything before, but I mean, mind you, I'm affiliated to some important things, so I don't have time all the time. Okay, so I saw him coming home when they was announcing he was coming home, because he told on these, he was coming out of jail, and it was kind of like, it wasn't really a shock to me because my son had been shot up the year before, and I had kind of said in October, sometime in October before that January when he was released, I had already put a picture up on my Facebook, feeling it in the spirit, saying that if he ever came home, he was going to be the reason why everybody, the ghosts and all, you understand what I'm saying, was messed up, okay? Because that means he saw God on Jesus, on everybody and everything, okay? This is what the Spirit brought to me before I ever talked to anybody, okay? So, lo and behold, here comes January. I'm very heavily intertwined, okay? So, I'm catching it. I'm saying that he coming home, but I'm really not paying attention because, I don't crisscross my situations. You understand what I'm saying? And especially when those type of situations have been such non-important, because all they ended up to be was death or jail. Okay, so I look in January. I see, he home. He making the, shrewd little comments talking about how he gonna address the public and all of this stuff here, right? So okay, I watched. So the next time I looked. And y'all can witness this, because that's just like sometimes I'm on YouTube, sometimes I'm off of YouTube, okay? And y'all have to wonder yourselves, like, where you been? Where you been? What you been doing, okay? So, the next time I saw this guy was on Vlad, already running episode after episode after episode, okay? And just telling God on Jesus and running his mouth, running his mouth, running his mouth. So at that point, it was a defense mechanism, whether he noticed it or not. Don't get it misconstrued just because I didn't talk to you and told you certain things, but you didn't catch the code. You're so smart that you miss. See, it's some things you see and it's some things you miss, okay? So you're so smart that you missed the whole point of me contacting you, okay? So God on Jesus told on some corpse, and he told on a lot of people too, baby. I got the paperwork right here, okay? I would never let this paperwork go, okay? So he he actually, once I saw him on Blad, I'm like, oh, now he exposing all of the stories that I already knew. Because see, what happened was, like I told you in my video yesterday, God had already showed me in the spirit. Okay, so now it's all of these years later, I'm seeing it in the physical. So now I'm like, oh, he think he gonna get on here and just talk about Stone because he know that they sacrificed him because he sacrificed him too. He told the fans on all the murders that Stone did. He was the reason why Stone got knocked off in the feds because it was never gonna let him home again. They knew he was good with his hands. They kept him seroqueled up, kept him all kind of drugs, and then was giving him morphine and let him die slow. Okay. I have never seen one of his videos. It was, baby, you're not missing nothing. Okay, it's nothing but lies through teeth at this point. One time it was between some raggedy ghouls, okay, that he done had since Heck was a puppy. But now he's lying through the teeth. Okay, the top and bottom. He can't even talk right with him. Okay, so let me continue, cause honey, this is one for the books.
Stone kill Stone music, but on the other hand, you want to assassinate the main character.
First of all,
Like, you know what I'm saying? So that you know.
First of all, the royalties was not coming from Killer Stone music. Okay, the royalties was coming. It was the big songs. You understand that I knew what I knew. See, they could talk light talk and talk over your head. I'm very very smart. Okay, so he shouldn't try to fast talk this situation because I'm gonna break it down to where it's a infant can understand. Okay, a toddler can understand. Okay, the not so smart can understand. Okay,
I was a nut, and then
I'm a nut.
So listen, this is how we fell out. We talking, we kicking, we doing, we cut, we text, we call, we kick, right?
No, we're not. See, he's trying to make things seem so intertwined. No, we're not. We're not calling it and kicking it and calling it nothing. I'm going to go back to see, I like my receipts. I'm going to go back to my text messages. Because that's something I don't get rid of. Terrance Gangsta Williams. Terrance Gangsta Williams. Terrance Gangsta Williams. I'm looking to see what this paper is. Okay. So we started texting. We started texting on July the 9th. The first thing he wanted to do, I don't watch nothing with the snitch. And please, therefore you're not going to be able to watch nothing with him. So the first text message I sent him, wait, let me see, because he switched numbers. Hold on. Let me see, because I got Terrance. I got Terrance right here. All right. Let me see. No, that's not it. Hold on. Okay, so I got two different telephone numbers for him. And I'm gonna put all of this out there, okay? So the first text message I sent him, well, I'm gonna show you this because this is the only number that has a few texts on it. I sent him my Facebook post. This was July the 28th of 2022. And I put that I had posted it on July 28th, 2021. Okay. And I had put, I'm sure we all remember what happened to Gangster when he plotted to kill that federal agent. I even told who set him up and told to save their own, I even know who set him up. I even know who set him up and told to save their own soul. Better Hail Mary, since about time I tell it, okay? Better Hail Mary, since it's about time I tell it, okay? So I wrote this in July 28th. He ain't come home to January 2022, okay? What's your IG, boo? Extraordinary D-Boss, baby. Extraordinary D-Boss. So I text that to him and Queen France, because see, this number right here says Terrance Williams and Queen France, okay? Because he also had Queen France. Greetings, baby. He also had Queen France contacting me. And I even recall telling Queen France, oh, let me find out you the handler. You understand what I'm saying? Because I already know these federal informant CIs and rats and stuff, they have a handler, okay? So he put what he said, what's going on? I said, that was last year when I told you I got into it with lax informants and hitters. Okay? With I got into it with lax informants and hitters. Okay. We were going backwards and forth. Okay. So on the other text messages alone, they go back to the time I finally saw him on Vlad. So I'm trying to see how, because he was asking me for my son music, because that's all they do is sacrifice people for their music. Okay, the first thing he asked for was my son music. I sent him the picture of my son, the SoundCloud. Okay, so that's my son, little sister, the fake older sister. Okay, then I sent him the picture, this picture that I had on Facebook also before he even came home, not knowing nothing about him. But the spirit was already prompting something and showing me things with him till I went to post him about it, okay, out of the blue. On this Polaroid picture, well, I pulled out all the Polaroid pictures from back in the G, from the Magnolia and all of this, okay? And I put on at the bottom of this picture, I put that Polaroid with no back. Excuse my voice, y'all. It says that Polaroid with no back. I had that where I once was at. So you know that this is a real life throwback, while still being careful of whom and what I show. Since it's already Mercury retrograde, the month of the dead, and the haunting for those who still killing, selling, and stealing souls. Okay, so I had written this on October the 7th of 2021 and posted it on my Facebook page. Okay, so and this is because he specifically said we was going backwards and forth, we weren't kicking it like that, because I still know my position in life, and I know to never mess with anyone in his position. So that's where I must have gotten him at. Okay, so he must have been kind of misconstrued. So I said I had just posted this 10/7/21 of last year, and look who's on my top row. It was him holding a little gun in the club or whatever, a long time ago. Okay, so he was on the top row. This is him back here on the top row. Okay, so from there, let me see what the text message says. So I sent I put what my son had posted on his daddy, right? This sacrificial picture. Okay. And so he put everyone has a lot to say. I don't talk too much though. Rest in paradise, my pa. And please stop speaking on the legacy you ain't contributing to. I've been clear sign a deal. I'm gonna put my team on though, right? Meaning they came to him. This one came to him with a deal that he could have signed, but I was like, hell no. Okay. So he put, I see sis. Now mind you, I'm showing him what spirit didn't already show me. So now I know it's happening because I've seen it in the spirit already, and now it's come to the physical. So I'm showing him the proof. I'm not saying too much. I'm just showing him what has already been done spiritually. Okay. He said, I see, sis. I said, so I sent the AIDS test results. I sent the death certificate. The death certificate, okay? And I said, they say birth and death certificates never lie, right? I said, that's why Danielle's so mad with life, because she living with those alphabets forever. It's why she ripped the kids off for his jury, but just didn't know I had my very own insurance policies, okay? So mind you, I'm coming to him straight with the business. Mind you, Danielle, I did a Facebook, I did a YouTube video on her too. Danielle was someone that OG Tell God on Jesus was dating first, okay? And he told a story after I exposed it and said that he beat her and her people out of some dope. And Stone went to make it right, and then Stone started messing with her, okay? How he went in her house and she gave him some sloppy topping. All of this stuff he went to bragging on. But then that just showed me that they all were in the mix together. So since he was so much of Stone's boyfriend, he wanted everything. He started beginning to want everything that Stone had. So him and Stone shared a girl. Guess what? He made it. It's a possibility that he may have them same alphabets. If you're looking, he do be swole, looking swole on the medicines and things, blowing up one day, top lip swole. Baby, you you done got it started. So this is the person that they slept with together, right? That ripped off or whatever, whatever. I said all of their freak ass dying, right? This is what I said. I said all of their freak ass dying. God preserve you for a time as this. This is what I told them, right? So I start sending them some pictures of people, okay? I said, oh, I ain't gonna expose the nigga on here, but I said, oh, and this is the nigga I was telling you about. But mind you, now the nigga I was telling him about is the nigga that he came and was bringing up that baby was hanging with, and they know he killed their people or whatever. Oh, baby hanging with the person that Stone was bigger than gangster. Most baby, it would have never been a gangster if there wasn't Stone. Stone named him gangster. He the one. He has acknowledged that as well and admitted that Stone gave him his nickname. So he would have never been gangster without Stone. Okay, so um, but part is this nigga he brought this dude up, and so he was like, "How baby gonna hang with somebody that he know killed his nephew, right?" And it's so funny because I'm the first one, now that I'm looking at these text messages, I'm the first one who must have sent him this picture because he said, I said, oh, and this is the nigga I was telling you about. He said, do she have it? Now he asking about the AIDS. Then yes, so mad or whatever. The first thing he asked me, do she have it? Right? Do she have it? I say, yes, sir. Fully blown with it. He says, who is the dude? Who is the dude? I said, crazy part, I just found out when he really died with last year since I had an attorney when he died to handle all of my business because Brenda and Danielle was so crooked and the lawyer never physically gave me the policy until last year when I needed it for BMI and ASCAP, okay? And so I said the dude's name, right? Which is B, okay? He said, who is he and what he did? I say, some groupie dude who run behind, whatever they doing with this little leg and think he know y'all. But, I said, but I let him know that he was never heard of. He apparently been killing for the group, is what he told my homegirl, but then said he changed his life, right? So I then went into the music repertoires, letting him know because he's affiliated to all of this, okay? He knows music, okay? The first thing I did was bring up the little Stone's daughter repertoire, okay, for ASCAP, which she stole all her daddy's belongings through. And then, so the conversation that was going on was not what I'm proving to you is, or what I'm acknowledging to you is, the conversation that was going on was just not no kicking it. Okay, the conversation that was going on was strictly business and what I knew, and I was just hitting him with it, just to see, he is CI. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't crazy. He know about it all, right? So I said this part though, under her name, and then I sent him the BMI Cash Money awarded songs, hot shit, all the ones that Alvin had wrote. I said this is some of the music Stone wrote and published with ASCAP, but they transferred it to BMI after he died and took him off the catalog. Is why I had to get that certificate in hand to get it all straight since BMI had his name off, right? So I sent the repertoire Killer Stone Publishing. That's for the videos and the documentary he made. I told him, now all of the, we ain't kicking it. I don't know what he called kicking it. I said Asia stole the publishing rights to her to do her music and left my son off purposely. So now she's in big trouble as soon as I'm ready. Just been watching and waiting is why she made that YouTube about him. But my son is over. I said, but about him. But my son is over it all now. It's why she's mad. Did you get the Gmail? The Gmail? Let me see. No, I didn't get the Gmail, baby. I'm gonna look at it in 1 second. So I said she be telling my dude he sound like me because she know he ain't know who. But I let all know. I let all them know. I'm all of that. Okay? So I'm letting them know the same little girl that he gonna tell a lie. He gonna tell a lie about it. I'm gonna come back and straighten it right off. So, but I'm giving y'all the conversations that me and him was having. Since he wanted to act like we was kicking it so much. You see, people get things misconstrued. If I'm talking to you about business, we ain't kicking it. I'm telling you what I know for a reason because I'm telling you what I know because I know you know. Okay? But he not catching it. You understand? So I sent him um the Secretary of State. uh, I sent him. Oh, I sent all kinds of stuff. I said they still repping D-Boy with tattoos, and I had to let them know that they've all been revoked before Stone even died. So I showed where D-Boys had been revoked with the Secretary of State of Louisiana. So then I sent the ad when he died that they put in there. And then I put Baby had the publishers to fix their stories and remove Stone from being affiliated with Cash Money. But it just wasn't possible when I finished, right? So I'm letting them know the business, right? I don't see no kicking because he ain't coming back and saying too much. He's gonna hit dog either quiet or they holler, okay? So receipts on receipts, Zachary. Thank you. Receipts on receipts, right? So and it's the green and white, that's me. So I said, I sent this. I sent the catalogs, right? I said, and then I sent them as I said, this is where I caught them all slipping since they couldn't erase these facts, right, about the catalog and the credits of the songs. And they had Alvin name all in there, okay? Plus, they had the capos. I found on here, they had the capos, okay? And for the capos, they had this, the group, uh, E. Nelson, the capos, the D-Boys, Alvin Nelson, BG Derrick, they had, I'm not the high, anyway, the name for the capos, I have in here, I bring it up. So, this was all of the arrangements and things for Alvin, okay, from Cash Money. Y'all can't see it as well, but it's here, okay? So, I said, so I sent, oh, this is the capos, here they go. No, this was one thing about it, Uptown for Real. So they had featuring Lack 2, Stone 10, producer Jazzy Faye, written by A. Nelson, R. Williams, C. Moore, and P. Alexander. Okay? Okay, Jazzy Faye. Okay, so sent that. Then I sent the capos. Here goes the capos. Here's the capos. Here's the capos. They had the capos, Alvin Nelson, Hakeem, Kendrick Moore, and Lil Derrick. Okay? Okay. The capos, the group, the capos, and they song, no, it was the group, Variations. And the name of the album was Street Money. Okay? Street Money. So I found that. That was published. Okay? I said, this is what I was speaking on with Lil Derek and why Baby killed every one of them. Because he had insurance policies on every one of them. They were only business, right? This is, now y'all don't see no messages from him. All of this me. All of this me. All of this is me. All of this is me. So where we kicking it at? I'm not understanding because the person that kicks it, they go backwards and forward. Okay, this is going one way, and then every now and then, okay, I'm getting a response, but I'm just letting him know because I know he's talking to the big dog. So I'm giving the dog a bone so he can go and carry it. Okay, Cash Money did so much bad business over the years. They're not notoriety for it. Okay, their notoriety is known for it. Okay, all of that. I got to proof all of that too. So let me continue. So he said, I sent him something else. I blew up. I said the Capo Street Money, and they had the label Live Wire Music Group. Format CD released 2005, Giant Breed Hip Hop Style G Funk Gangsta, right? And they had the whole track list, okay? So they had the intro, the song called The Regatta, song called Good, song called Skit, song called The Dog, one called Lean Back, one called You Fell in Love, one called Street Money, one called Skit, one called Reasons, one called Money Over Here, one called Roll With Me, one called Where You From, one called Show a Nigga, and one called Loved Ones, okay? So I gave him the whole list from the Capos, okay? He said, I see you working. But what he didn't know was, I knew he was working too. See, we can work, but we in different departments, okay? And him, I don't believe he had the position that I have, okay? Because I have paperwork here that proves what his position is, and I'm gonna keep sharing it. But let me go further because there's a reason for this video, okay? So I'm gonna go through it kicking it first. He said, I see you working. So I sent him the Capos. And I put Shine. They had Shine extended remix as Capos, but it was Lil Wayne Shine. And then they had one Saturday night as Capos, and one more. But they had Turk and Young and Thuggin', and somebody must have been rapping on it, right? One Saturday night, right? And we knew what one Saturday night was for, okay? So I said he even had Wayne on their shit to get paid. Every remix and all I said even every remix and all. But bought them nothing but royalties that they've been killing and stealing for. Okay? This is what I said to Gangsta. This is his one word every now and then, his little few words every now and then, as you can see, okay? But I'm giving the business. Okay, so I sent him one thing about one thing about it, Uptown for Real with Greg Street. Then I sent him We Can Never Be Friends as A. Nelson, but that was Mac 10, Bang a Ball, but it was Elvin Nelson's song. And then they had On the Rocks as A. Nelson and two more, Baby, actually known as Number One Stunner Birdman. And then they had one on one Adam 12 as A. Nelson and one more Boo and Gotti Perfect Timing. So this let me know that Elvin wrote all of this music. Whenever they say A. Nelson, okay, he wrote it. And then these other characters just performed it as him, okay? But he was the writer, okay? So at the bottom, they had Perfect Timing, production, D-Boys, Life of a D-Boy CD album, right? So they had all of these credits under Elvin's name. And I said to Gangsta, that's why Hot is his right hand, because he been doing all the killing since they took all the others out, right? So this, of course, already touched This once upon a time right hand man is the reason why he be beefing with her. Okay, so let me go back to it. They all want that spot. So let me go back up. Y'all gonna get it today. He started it. Compliments and thanks to him. So I sent the email from BMI. Where she attached, she told me attach, please find the writer's successor agreement for the estate of Elvin Nelson with the number includes is also a W-9 form and direct deposit form optional. If you would like direct deposit, you must provide us with a voided check. Once you have reviewed and signed the agreement, please feel free to email all the completed documents directly to me since we continue to work remotely from home. Should you have any questions or concerns, do not hesitate to contact me at the number below. So this is BMI that I'm talking to, okay? So we found all kind of business out and then got the attorneys and all kind of stuff to be, talking to me. So I said, this is how I found out. This is how I found out baby messed over everything and the BMI higher ups and attorneys had to get involved when the money didn't flow correctly. Then I sent him the agreement to my son's successor in interest to affiliate Alvin B. Nelson, deceased, under the under the intestacy laws of Louisiana with a 33.33% share. Okay. I said, this is when I finally had BMI to correct everything and put Elvin's name back on the music catalog. That's why they hate me, because I know how to deal with them after the fact, and it all makes sense. That cash money sloppiness, you already know it. So I said, so this was all one day. This is like July. Let me see, I won't lie. This was all of this stuff happened on one day. And the date that it happened, that I sent him all of these messages on, was July the 9th, okay, 2022. So the next day, on July the 10th, no, I'm lying, July the 13th. No, I said, wait, hold on. I'm going back too far. July the 10th. I say, greetings, brother. I've got to know how are those children and grandbabies. I say, I remember when Lisa out of Hollywood was trying to pretend to be pregnant for you. For the people in this chat, if you want to make passive income, who you talking to? Thank you, Ohio Studios. Thank you, me and baby, me and you got to get stuff. We got to leave because that you just the realest. I appreciate you. I said, greetings, brother. I've got to know how are those children and grandchildren. I remember when Lisa out of Hollywood was trying to pretend to be pregnant for you. Remind me to tell you how they came to Stone about bodies. This is what I'm telling gangster. This is what I'm telling him because I'm kicking it with him because I'm coming with the business. So I'm being cordial. Okay, as any person, respectable person knows how to do, that knows how to make conversation and knows how to talk to people. Okay, you're gonna ask how they're doing first, and then I came and said, remind me to tell you how they came to Stone about bodies, and he told me he wasn't going down for nothing that he didn't do. He knew he was going to die because they still sent the hit and had him shot up with morphine. Okay. So this is what I said to gangster. And mind you, I'm not holding none of it back, okay? From the 9th to the 10th, I'm just coming with the business, with what I know that he knows. But I'm letting him now know what I know, okay? So, he's gonna say, okay, call you later. Ha! See these? Okay, call you later. I know the feds is sitting right there with him. Okay, because he's an informant. He's in protective custody. Okay, and so this is what I know first. From that moment on, the way he answered, I said, oh, the feds sitting right there. I said, so I'm just going to come to him with what's actual and factual. till he's gonna wonder and know that I know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, in between time, he's gonna know that I know he had something to do with it. That was the only, the whole, it was the whole intent. Okay, so he said, okay, call you later. Whether he called or not, I don't know. I said, okay, so here come July 13th, Wednesday. Now this was the 10th. So here come the 13th, 3 days later. I say, never ceases to amaze me how time has taught me that it's my only true friend that allows deception to reveal itself. This is what I say to Gangster, okay, on the 13th of July. I said, I'm so glad he verified to me all the rest of the truth that he did to you and many more. It's just why I've got my very own, when I said situation, and say, and clearances for sure, okay? Letting them know they the reason why, okay? They the reason why I went into the position that I went into, watching them and seeing who they were, okay? And I let him know, I said, I'm so glad he verified to me all of the rest of the truth that he did to you and many more. It's just why I've got my very own security clearances for sure, right? I said, I'm waiting for you to tell who shot you up too. This is what I said to him. I said, I'm waiting for you to tell who shot you up too. I'm so glad I've always taught my son that his down low, down ass Paul was even a threat to his own so-called partners and to never trust none of them, that's just as I never have, did nor will, okay? That's what I said to him. The chat, if you want to make money off the music, you can buy royalties about, yes you can. They will contact you, email, they sure will walk you clean through it, okay? So I told him I'm waiting for you to tell who shot you up too, okay? Because I'm letting him know I know who shot you up, okay? And I didn't already told my son all the low down stuff. His dad didn't did, so in case some things happen to him, right? So this is what I'm doing. So he never answered. He never said nothing, okay? But he said just now he was wondering why I was putting all the stuff out there about my baby daddy. I wasn't putting it out just about my baby daddy. I was putting it out about him too, okay? To his face. The next day he come back with good morning. I said, greetings. Then he come back, now this is the July the 13th, 8,000 proof of funds, that's it, and you can buy any music available, yes. So Wednesday he says, where are you? Where are you? Have you changed your mind? Because I guess he must have wanted me to come on his channel. But see, I had already noticed that things was a skit, right? Oh, what's this? The skit. I think this was the skit. Because this is when he got Queen Friends to call me and act like that he was being told for the first time, like I was telling him for the first time that my baby daddy had shot him. But see, what he was trying to do was switch it around. Because he already knew that my baby daddy had been shot him. And I had already asked him, I had already told him I was waiting for him to tell who shot you up too. Like, I'm waiting for you to tell this. So when you gonna tell it? Because you're telling all these other stories. But why are you not telling that who shot you up? Okay? So, yeah. So he said, well, have you changed your mind? I ain't even answer him because I know wherever you at, the feds is at. Okay? And it's nothing good. Okay? And he wasn't going to use me in none of his shenanigans. Okay? To cover up or to try to push nothing on me because of who he was. And I did know that if no one knew who he was, then that it would eventually come out in the wash. Okay? About everything that was done once he came home. Okay? So, he says, where are you? Have you changed your mind? So we did the little skit, right? So this is July the 20th. Now, Friday, July 22nd. I said, greetings. Was Shucky sure about speaking on me as certain people not having the rights since I have read her whole pedigree? I said, been a snitching dog face groupie, right? He said, greetings. I don't know because I don't talk to her. I said, she on my Extraordinary D Boss page and it came across my timeline, so I exposed her on site and told her I'm coming with her part too. I said slime assholes ain't said fucks, ain't said nothing in years, but it ain't no fun when Truth busting them guns with 300 magazine round reservoir drums. That's what I told him. Okay, so he ain't say nothing. So I came with the address, some kind of way I came with the email because we must have been talking on the phone. So I texted him on the 24th of July, which was the day of Stone's birthday. I said, greetings, call me back when you can. He was trying to befriend you, to get you to not expose the truth the way that he could control you. Hello, and that's what I didn't want to be because I know who he was, and so therefore it was no friendship. Period. Hey, what's up? The cancel video was on point. I appreciate you. Yes, it was. It was on point. I appreciate you, New Orleans 504 Soldier for Life, baby. Yes, the candle was on point. I appreciate you. Great. So yeah, he's trying to befriend me and trying to, you know what I'm saying? So I won't expose the truth, but I'm already busting my guns because I didn't watch what he did with Vlad. So now I'm in a whole nother position with him. So now I'm coming in here with the truth. Like, when you gonna tell it? Because if you don't, I am. Okay? So I said, greetings, call me back when you can on the 24th. Now this is the 24th at 6:06 a.m. because I know that's what time he getting off from work, right? I ended up texting him back again. So from July the 24th, it went to August the 12th. I said, Juan, greetings. Let me give you my statement in green and white. Oh, did y'all hear that? I said, Juan, greetings. Let me give you my statement in green and white. I said, Alvin said the people came to him about some murders, and he told me he wasn't going down for nothing he didn't do. With all the drugs that he was supposedly caught with, and that being his second time in the feds only to get 11 years, told me all the rest. I said, remember, I have jokes myself, but you was really gone, and it just was never federal. I said, oh, but I'm ready for an interview when you are, because God in heaven knows I have everything to show. I said, you shocked me seeing you was home. I didn't find out till I reached out to you is why my response was shocking about all that had happened and was actually happening. I said, shock for shock. And and I've been at my pressure point. So now it's all coming out. That's what I told him. He said, okay, I'm on live now, but this is from this, when I addressed him about this is from him going on somebody's show, the Muslim guy, talking about, he don't believe that I said that Stone had told. No, I'm letting you know you told on him. So he came back and told his story on everybody too, once he found out that y'all was telling on him. Okay, he tried to play this into make this out of a whole nother situation when all it was is a confrontation from the beginning. Like, you telling parts, but why you're not telling all? Okay, so then by him being so much of a federal CI and me seeing his actions and all what he was doing, I came straight back to him and said, let me give you greetings. Let me give you my statement in green and white. Meaning, because you can print this out. You know, if you send text messages to your email, you understand, when you print them out, they're going to be black and white. So let me give it to you in green and white so you can go and print it out and it can be black and white for you. Okay? So this is when I say, oh, but I'm ready. Now I'm telling him I'm ready for whatever interview because he's telling the people he going to call me in for an interview, knowing that he was never going to do that because he had already made it clear that he was afraid of what all I knew, because I know some very touchy stuff. He said it was a touchy situation because I knew some very touchy stuff. Okay, so I'm ready for the touchy stuff. Whatever you say to these people, let's back it up. Let's make it happen. You're gonna expose too much. He's not going to interview. Exactly. That was his reason for never interviewing me, right? Because he knew that I knew. So, and this is why y'all don't see why I'm bringing it up, because he's talking all of this in 5 minutes to tip it to or whoever you're talking to. But baby, the actuals and factuals are right here. Noun for noun, verb for verb, word for word. You're not going to make me the nut that you were. You know what I'm saying? The nut that he was. He's not gonna make the nut that he still is. Coming back with all of this, like the people don't use you and set you up anyway. Okay? They gonna go and tell everything that you said anyway, and you're gonna be their sacrifice. It's true. They're not gonna let him roam around here and be free, just like they didn't let Stone. So whatever, all the dishes he dug, all the graves he dug, you understand what I'm saying? Guess what? He done dug his own too. He's waiting on him. Okay? So let's get back to it because he's telling all the lies. So I'm gonna go through the finish going through the text message. I say, oh, but I'm ready for an interview when you are, because God in heaven knows I have everything to show. He said, okay, so he said, okay, I am on live now, right? I said, you want me to come in? I said, you want me to come on? I said, no, they be stealing and recording unless you want them to do so. I said, I can come on. He said, we on Jihad podcast. So that's who he told that to, Jihad. Or I'm going to call her on for an interview. He was never, ever, ever going to do that. He knew better, okay? So, I think I went in that room or whatever they was talking. He was like, oh, my homegirl in here. You know, just fake shit that I don't play. I don't do fake. So I said, okay, so on Monday, August the 15th, I said, greetings. I was told that we need to find, what did I say, find our, oh, I was told that we need to link because we would take the world by storm. I told him, that's really my brother regardless since him and Stone raised me. I said the person also had a shirt like you be having on with the back was double R, so long as they know I'm not foolish. So I'm telling him this because he wearing double R shirts and now they done sent the double R person at me to come trying to talk to me like I'm stupid. So now I'm telling him that whatever mission you done sent this person on, they trying to fulfill it. But now I'm coming back to who done sent them, okay? Because I see the resemblance in the t-shirts, okay? So he texted me back. He said, sis, Queen France and I tried to get with you a while ago and you curved us. She was ready to interview you and you was on something else. So we have moved on and now we are doing our movies. I said, oh, much respect, but you know I'm more. Look what I told him. I said, oh, much respect, but you know I'm more on my career since the ruler is going to take rule in a short minute. I don't really be able to understand once it's messed. Because your godchild could possibly never sit on any same platform with me. So he come trying to tell me about, when I told him what the other person said, I'm not trying to get with you to take nothing by storm because of the simple fact that I know who you are, like as I told the other person. See, I didn't tell him what I told the other person. I just told him what the other person told me because I know him and the other person was already talking. And they was trying to send the other person at me as a setup, like I was going to be foolish and roll with the other person so something could have happened to me. I'm smarter than that, okay? So as you see here, when he tried to come over, when we tried to interview a while ago, because see, when they tried to interview me, I knew they was doing skits. You understand? And I'm not good with skits, okay? So that's what I let him know. I said, oh, much respect, but you know I'm more on my career since the ruler's going to take rule in a short minute. I don't really be able to understand once it's messed. Because your godchild could possibly never sit on any same platform with me. So they wanted to interview me after they interviewed her. It's not possible. Even if you interview me first and then you brought this little girl on later, it still wasn't possible, okay? Thank you. Hey, Daryl. Hey, Daryl. I appreciate you, baby. You know I got to come back and tell you how it is. I be trying to stay elevated. I assured y'all, but when I have to come back down to earth, I'm going to spit the fire on the demons because I control them all, okay? I control all of them. So, I say I'm here to straight shit out, and me and her are never in the same league. This is what I'm telling him. I said, I got all their numbers. So you're right. We are in totally two different lanes. Many blessings to y'all. This is what I told him. It went over his head, Zachary. Thank you, baby. I'm so glad some people right here have sense. Because for him to call me a nut, he wasn't on, he was two nuts, okay? Two different type of nuts, okay? So, and I specifically, I said, I'm here to straight shit out. And me and her are never in the same league. I got all their numbers. So you're right. We are in totally two different lanes. Many blessings to y'all. This is what I said. Does it sound like I'm mad? Hell no. Because I'm not mad to not be on a platform with a CI and his handler, okay? He's a CI and she's his handler, okay? You see them into it. I don't have time for that because, like I said, when it gets to be mess, I don't understand, okay? So, I said, but I say, when I think about it, you really curved me first because I asked you since you told about the truck. Listen to what I said. I said, but I say, when I think about it, you really curved me first because I asked you, since you told about the truck, why you did not tell everything that Stone did to you, and you never answer me. So that's when I had to bust off. I had been telling you from day one. I've been a voice to you. You wasn't listening. But we all good, baby. I love you always. So I'm right here letting them know. But I say when you think about it, you really curved me because you're trying to tell me I curved him. You curved me first because I asked you since you told about the truck why you did not tell everything that Stone did to you. Okay, so hey, he let go of his head what he wanted to go of his head. You understand what I'm saying? But I know too much. Okay, so I'm coming back at him with stuff he already know, and here you go right here. Okay, proof. He said, sis, I didn't answer you because I know Stone didn't shoot me. I just let you tell your story. He said, but you did play games with us when we were ready. You came up with every excuse not to do it. I came up with every excuse not to do it because, dude, I would never be on the platform with a federal informant. And I hold a very important position. I don't have time to play with you, baby. You will not continue to be the loss of life over here like you've been to all the rest of them you've been affiliated with and still is. Okay? It's not happening here. It wasn't happening. I was smart. Okay? I wasn't ticked on your platform and your skits that you and your handler run. Okay? He said, so now he's trying to flip that around. Now he's trying to play with my mind like I don't know better. The stories he be telling on his page do be having holes in it. Big old holes in it, Zachary. Big old holes because all of it's missing something important because he takes out and adds to and be lying. Okay? Now, he's like telling me I played games. I told him from the beginning who I was and what I could do and what I could not do. Anything in reference to the truth, here, anything in reference to skits, I'm busting you out. I'm laughing at you. Use a whole joke nut. Use a joke of a nut, a boyfriend of a nut, a nut of a nut. You understand what I'm saying? Just you all the nuts, okay? So I said, okay, but nobody can never take me from. I say, okay. This is what I told him when he's trying to flip my what I know around. I said, okay. But nobody can never take from me what I know, especially when you already admitted that detective, as I say, especially when you've already admitted that the detective, as the first one that told you, but we just gonna stop it. I'm not with skits. This is what I said to him. We gonna stop it. I'm not with skits, honey. Okay? So you didn't already admit it that the detective was the first one that told you on your brother Jihad, a Jihad platform, because that's your Muslim brother and you're so busy pretending to be a Muslim, you know, and being that character over there, so you want to tell a little truth. Okay, but then you want to come and try to flip what I know on me. That's not possible. Okay, I've been through that. Okay, me and God been through that. I've been saying, Lord, please help me to see things for what it is. If I see something for what it is, Lord, please don't allow nobody to come and change my mind. Okay, I've been went through that. Okay, so you wasn't good. Okay, I said, but I told him, I said, we just gonna stop it. I'm not with skits. Okay, he said no matter what. He said no matter what the December. Wait, he said no matter what the day. I don't know what he mean about no matter what the December, whatever. Said I know Stone didn't do it. Oh, he was trying to lie, but I guess he said the detective said I told no matter what, whatever he's trying to lie about, because when people lying, it just becomes to be confusion. Okay. I say Stone did a whole lot that you don't know he did, or maybe you do. But I most definitely seen and do know too. The moral of the story is how y'all were all misused by. I know. I say the moral of the story is how y'all were all misused by each other when y'all trusted by each other. Y'all trusted and need to change these children's lives because they headed for worse. Y'all are the last survivors of a dying breed, and jail or death seems to be the only options. Much respect to you always to even go back and forward. Just tell me you need me to have a sister since how he got them A's was from messing with, okay, punks. Okay. I said he bought to my house and had him driving his Range Rover and coming in my house knowing my used to be best friend was a punk and knew his kind. Baby, it's the truth for me. He said, I am not telling you to have a sensor. You do what you do. You are grown. Love you. I said, love you more. So we came back with the investigative report. I sent him on August the 19th. That was August, the last message that we had, August the 15th. On August the 19th, I sent him my proof that I knew Stone talked to the feds, okay? And it says here, draft pre-sentence investigative report as to Alvin Nelson. Note, this document will only be accessible to the government attorney and the attorney for the applicable defendant. The judge in this case, other defendants, and the general public will not be able to view this draft document. Parties should submit objections directly to the probation office not more than 14 days after the initial disclosure of the pre-sentencing report. Okay? So this is the draft of the report that Stone had did that was sealed. Okay? Why he questioning my intelligence. So I say, greetings, brother. I don't know what you may not have liked, because he making videos behind my back, not telling me, but now I'm going to see it, right? I say, greetings, brother. I don't know what you may not have liked so much about what I said, but here is my statement verified by all of my receipts. You got to know I'm far from making it up or lying. Have a splendid night. So I sent him the paperwork, the federal paperwork from the court. And it had here all of the sentencing and, the government information from the case. I said, oh, and here you go also, because I'm going to tell the world all about it and drop every single name included. I said, just know I always know for sure before you ever speak wrongly on or of me. That's what I told him. I said, just know I always know for sure before you ever speak wrongly on or of me. Now, he's been told this before, but apparently he had bad understanding. He said, what are you talking about? I don't have nothing to do with where you push it, so why are you sending me this? Plus, Alvin is dead, so why keep speaking on him when he can't defend himself? I said, first of all, I'm speaking on the alive and on every reason my son was shot since all will pay. I said, I'm proving just why none of y'all ain't to be trusted and just why my child y'all target. If he was alive, none of y'all would have never spoke a word. But I'm defending my son. Fuck out of here with all that. When you just spoke on his name. I say, it's for you and anybody else who got me misconstrued, but I got my team on it, so just have yours. I say, should have never thought it would be okay, but I got my receipts as you and Jihad said. I say, why ask why when we both know? I say, always be careful of just how and who you speak on, especially when y'all are the snitches, and I'm just verifying all of y'all and it, okay? So this was the last conversations I had with him trying to run game. But what he didn't understand, we was running it on each other. So he claimed, so this goes back to this video. So let me bring it back to the YouTube.
Allegedly about her son's father, I was gonna bring on the show. So she was like, hold up, because I guess she felt because she got a little view from that report, she thought she was about to be this big old success overnight. So, hold up, I got to do different now. I got people watching. I got, she was like,
lies.
I'm like the president, right? So like, all right, cool.
Okay, y'all never heard any of this in the text messages. We rarely spoke verbally because everything that he does has to be monitored. Okay, so being that he is already in custody, in protective custody, they monitor every single thing. So that is why I chose to put everything in text messages, so you wouldn't be misconstruing or switching up any of my words through a telephone call. They do that right here on YouTube. You can say one thing and then you look at the words of it, they just switch the words. You understand what I'm saying? He's currently mad at Rare Report. I bet he is. That's what it is, Zachary. Because he's trying to include me in it. So I'm going to keep going with it because I just want to show him where he should have did his homework because I don't fuck around. You understand what I'm saying? And for him to be bringing my name back up, I'm glad he did. Spirit got some fun. Let it finish because I'm gonna show y'all. He just be lying his ass off. He mad with other people and want to take it out on me. But baby, I'm me. I ain't for everybody. You can't do me what you do everybody. So yeah, we gonna. Thank you for letting me know that.
The homie daughter to show like I ain't tripping off all the other stuff. I'm showing we still got unity out here.
The daughter had already been on the show.
Now once she see the fire calming down. Oh, I'm ready to come on your platform. I want to do it anyway. I said, nah, I don't
Live.
with that. Oh, I'm going to deal with all y'all. And that's when she just started going in. I said, no, I don't want to deal with that. And she got mad. And ever since then, she been having out for, look, she do that debate.
Look.
Dude from my city, we get into it. So I got a video on him going down on a female, right? So I posted. She get a hit inbox. Now, him and her he didn't cuss her out anywhere at it. He didn't dog her out. So she go in his inbox or on his thing and say, I got some people that I'm sending you. I see her there, I'm like.
Now we're gonna stop it there. Okay, he's talking about church, right? He's talking about church. This was recently, Zachary. Now, mind you, I'm not even knowing that the people, because I don't watch this every single day. If I'm not here on my channel, I'm not saying anything. The most I watch daily is the tarot readings. Okay, I watch tarot readings. They can vouch. I be in the room. You know what I'm saying? I be over there supporting the tarot readers. You understand what I'm saying? And they be supporting me. Telling me what resonates with me. So I've been over there. I don't be on this mess because I told you I don't do mess, right? So the dude, church or whoever he is, pastor, whatever, whoever he is, pastor had been posted something about me behind my back. Because they're never, one thing about these womblish men, they're never direct, okay? So they never come to you directly. They always spitting all of this in the background and one talking and then somebody got to call and say, oh, this one, they talking about you. You understand what I'm saying? Something like that. They never come direct. They never tag me. They never come direct. So me and Church had some words because he was posting shit behind me from my. So I had confronted him. Now let me show y'all. I confronted him. We fell out, and then he came back apologizing and all of the fake apologizing and all that because he had me misconstrued. Okay, so he came back apologizing, and then he started to watch my stuff. Okay, so if I'm sometimes I'll be on my YouTube live. I might be on there just listening to music, riding, singing, whatever I be doing, car karaoke and whatever. You understand? And so I know he's in there because then he'll say something. Okay, so some kind of way I had saw him with the video. Now I did not know him and Terrance had anything going on. Okay, I didn't know until today, earlier today. Okay, that him and Terrance that he's been roasting. OG Tell God on Jesus. Okay, so I'm like, I never knew of that. But what happened was I saw another video of some other guy that he was talking about, and he was saying that we got the paperwork, and da 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 da, or whatever, right? So in the midst of it, and I'm gonna pull up my receipts because I always have them. In the middle of it, I inbox Church. He's supposed to be on some positive stuff at the prison. He'd be Reminding on the past. That's all he do is remind on the past life and stir up them demons all over again and be trying to make the demons bear war again, but just don't know that the retaliation is on the person that's bringing all the shit up because nobody would know if he wouldn't hear talking about it. Even if the people were still alive, he wouldn't be talking about it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how you know he had something to do with all the people being gone because now he can talk so loosely. You understand what I'm saying? So let me go to my Instagram and pull up my receipts. And here we have We Hate Rats. Okay, here we have We Hate Rats. So, and he hasn't answered yet either because I went in his shit today. So, when I saw the video of him and the guy, right, I went, this was Thursday, last Thursday must have been, one Thursday, I don't know, I guess they would have told you the date. But this says Thursday, 11:51, okay? And as you can see, it's the first message to him. I said, greetings. I want to show you how to get any paperwork yourself. This is what I said. Greetings. I want to show you how to get any paperwork yourself. That's because the reason why I felt the need to show him that is because the people were saying they was coming back at him and retaliating and saying things and all kind of misconstrued things. So I wanted to help him be just one way. There's no misconstruing or coming back with the ad-libs if you have your stuff together, okay? So, because mind you, I have this stuff right here together and all tell God on Jesus ain't never said a word, okay? So, here is my receipt for what he just lied on me about. Talking about his homeboy, I'm going to replay. This says, greetings. I want to show you how to get any paperwork yourself. He said, I really would appreciate that. I didn't know you can sing like that. And then he sent church. I didn't see his messages till yesterday, right? This is how the spirit be working. I didn't see this. I sent him this on last Thursday. He sent me this. Well, he sent me this, I guess, on the same Thursday. And then I didn't see his messages until yesterday. So I said, I appreciate you. I love to sing. Call me when you can. I left my number. So 12:49 p.m. today, because Spirit led me to see this video that Terrance talking about OG, Tell God on Jesus. A big pile of receipts, thank you, Zachary. So Spirit led me right to this video today, because didn't nobody call and tell me, okay? Nobody called and told me. Spirit led me to this video. The whole 4 minutes and 35 seconds is about me. Greetings. Hey. Greetings, baby. How you doing? This whole 4 minutes and 35 seconds is about me. So listen to what he said. Now, I just showed y'all the receipts. Okay? So.
Right? So I posted.
Wait, let me.
Now, him already claimed he didn't dog her out.
Listen.
So she go in his inbox or on his thing and say, I got some people I'm going to send to you. I see her thing, and I'm like, this girl still, she don't understand.
Thank you.
I am the people's champ.
Thank you,
what you did, they love OG Giggly for who he is. Mm-hmm. So now, the thing is this. You try hard to go against me. You need to get with me. That's the way you're going to win. Okay. People love me. Because like I say, I'm now on the internet saying, y'all listen, y'all know what I did back in the day. I'm back out here now. Play with me. No, I'm not.
You're not out here saying it, but your actions is speaking louder than your words because you're doing it, okay? You're not saying it, but you're doing it. And you done lied on me because of the simple fact that that's not nothing that I said. That's not a word of my vocabulary, okay? I don't even talk like that. I put greetings. I want to show you how to get any paperwork. Reminiscing about the past. It then ripped his mind apart. He done did so much, telling so many lies. See, he didn't forget that quick what even happened with me and him, okay? Because, see, I'm always the bigger person to walk away. I tell you what I have to tell you and tell you what I know, and then I get away from you because you're nothing good, okay? And I've been warning everyone after that, you're nothing good. Until I even told him, the boy is indicting y'all on live, okay? He incriminating y'all on the live, okay? On the YouTube live. He is solving the murders on the YouTube live. He's so mad with me from telling y'all, okay? So he continues to lie.
You see internet, you see me encounter on the internet somebody say my name and now they got this little phrase we going around saying, "Oh, we got action." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I remember Crazy.
Nice to meet you, Portugal. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you, Portugal.
So Janae, they know I'm Mr. Answer right back. So, but certain people, bro, I won't answer because that's how I came up.
You answer because you was a real life woman. Won't you back that ass up? You're a real life woman. You used to backing that ass up. You understand what I'm saying? But see, you didn't back that ass up the wrong way because first of all, you're not going to misconstrue what I said. I try not to even speak on you. And if your name pops up, it comes out of nowhere like it slightly did on my channel yesterday, and I still didn't give him too much energy. I was just speaking of how spirit shows me something in the unseen, and then it shows up in the physical. Okay? Yes, El Haya Studios. So this loose mouth nut of Killa Stone boyfriend backed that ass up. Okay, lied on me once again. So I have no choice but to keep coming because see, this is what you won't call a lie. Okay? You keep lying on all of those deceased people. Talking about you told on dead people. Well, you told on your alive friends first. Okay? And then when they kingpinned you to it, because you see, you told, but then you knew everything that was going on, okay, because you were affiliated with them, but then turned and told God and Jesus on them, okay, and then that smart judge was able to look at you and say, even though you're going to college and all of this, and you could have turned out to be a good thing, you're not. Because you participated with your friends in all of the murders, even if you were the one that coordinated them, okay? And then you turn around to tell on them. That didn't work with that judge very well. So that's why he gave you all of those 200 and something years. He meant business with you. From being the one that participated and didn't want to run and tell that, okay, after the fact. He related to your ass. So then you went as far as trying to get a Rule 35 on anybody, okay, to free thyself after it did not work with your own beloved best of friends, okay? So you went as far as throughout your years in the penitentiary, the federal penitentiary, you went around like a little magnet for mess. Okay? What you are the epitome of, what you stand for. And so you finally rolled up on Timothy Pickney, okay, in DC, Brooklyn. Okay, this is what you will never ever. I mean, Mr. Taylor then came and did a YouTube video himself saying how you went to court and how he saw you on the elevator and how all of this and you ratted on him. Okay, you used his fraud partner to get him all of those years, and then his fraud partner settled, okay, plead out, and now he back there doing multiple life sentences because of you. So since people forget what they do, but they can always try to bring up what other people do, let's talk about what you haven't talked about, because you keep talking about the 40 cold case murders that you helped solve. But we have here Timothy Pickney, okay, and the MDC tape because you wore a wire. fire. So let's go through this. Okay, I have page. I'm looking for the first page, but if I don't, it's on the computer. So let me get it up here. I'm going to read, and of course I'll show you this. This real, actual, factual. Like I said this so many times. This is the case information up here. Okay. So let's just get down to the business, because this person doesn't ever want to address this. So it says, United States of America. See where you gotta go find this information at? It's under Sean Taylor's case. Okay, you have to go under Sean Taylor's case because he was the informant on Sean Taylor. So you have to go look under Sean Taylor's case. So here is the Sean Taylor and Timothy Pickney, the court versing them, and this is where they have the Terrance, the Williams person. They come up because you see what it is. It's the minutes. You see when they have so many documents sealed, you have to go to the minutes. Oh, but before I even go to this, let me go back to church and the rats, because he did say that, or he found a video of the and he posted it on the, which I didn't know nothing about this foolishness because I don't have time. I've made this very clear. I don't have time for foolishness. So I went back to We Hate Rats today, and I said to him, "You talk at 12:49 today. Long time no hear from. Greetings, Brian Monday. How are you, honey?" I said to We Hate Rats, "You talk big shit about hating rats, but talking to Master Splinter and sending him my messages, which was all done to prove that you are a rat too, hating your own kind, as sure as he exposed you on the video. I am too." Okay. I say spirit never leaves me wrong, and that's from ever speaking on me, period. Meaning past, present, or future. I said, all you tattletales is a bunch of kids' mouth pussies. Okay? I said, dude, and I went to one of his little postings where he was talking about a rat. I said, dude, but you are a rat too. Okay? And I put this, and I put this, and I put the rat. Okay? And I said, and I would have never gave you his paperwork anyway. Who even told you I was talking about him, you rat? Okay? So he hasn't acknowledged this as of yet because they don't know how. See, they be so busy talking behind my back thinking it'll never get to me because they know I'm not usually with the mess or whatever, entertaining them or paying attention to them, giving them my good energy. Okay? So they do all of this, and then spirit comes and just says, "Oh, he's saying something about such and such. Let me see what he just said about me." And then I punch it up, and then I find it. You understand? But it's not a human being that then told me. It's spirit. It's God that then let the Holy Spirit lead me to go and find this. Okay? So they can take my gifts lightly if they like. You understand? But it's all actual, factual, with a pile of receipts, okay, as Zachary has said to you, okay, nothing but the truth. So, getting back to this is where he wore the wire on Timothy Pickney, right? And I'm going to go to the factual and procedural background for you all. It says, Mr. Taylor was originally indicted on November 22nd, 2011. On August 4th, 2014, Mr. Taylor was tried on superseding indictment S2. Mr. Taylor was charged with murders of Joseph Vargas and Terrance Barnett. Mr. Pickney was charged with narcotics conspiracy and the drug-related murder of Terrance Barnett. Jury selection commenced on August 4, 2014. Prospective jurors were placed under oath, given preliminary instructions in order to return on August 13, 2014. On August 6, 2014, Mr. Taylor's co-defendant, Timothy Pickney, pled guilty to count 13 of superseding indictment S3. Mr. Taylor's trial proceeded, and on September 9th, 2014, Mr. Taylor was found guilty on all counts contained in the second superseding indictment. Mr. Taylor filed a motion to set aside the verdict pursuant to Rule 29C on September 16, 2014. At trial on September 2nd, 2014, the government introduced Mr. Pickney's medical records from an incident occurring on June 6, 2006, in which he sustained 4 gunshot wounds. Now, this is how Mr. Pickney and the OG Tell God on Jesus got to be cellmates because they both had they were gunshot victims, okay, in the jailhouse. So that's how they became to be cellies. So it says they also admitted copies of the inmate quarters history for Timothy Pickney from December 21st, 2011 to January 9th, 2013, while Mr. Pickney was detained at the Metropolitan. So all of this time, Mr. Pickney was locked up with OG Tell God on Jesus, okay, in the inmate quarters history, okay, and from December 21st, 2011 to January 9th, 2013, while Mr. Pickney was detained at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, MDC, TRX, track exert 331, an inmate quarters history was offered and admitted for a confidential informant who was also detained at the MDC from December 21st, 2011 to June 20th, 2014. The inmate history records indicated that Mr. Pickney and the CI were cellmates for part of this time. The government then introduced a recording that was made at the MDC of a conversation between Mr. Pickney and the CI. Okay, and of course I showed y'all the footnotes before where they're saying exhibits from Mr. Taylor's trial will hereinafter be referred to as TRX. And then 2, the CI's brother, Brian Williams, colloquially called Birdman or Baby, is an entertainment mogul whose massive wealth is matched only by his notoriety. Notoriety, okay? Notoriety means nothing good, okay? On the position of the recording that was played, and mind you, this is the paperwork, okay? I have no reasons to lie, okay? This is actual and factual, okay? I didn't add to, I didn't take from, it's been no, it's not been changed, okay? On the portion of the reading that was played to the jury, Mr. Pickney boasts to the CI that he committed the murder of Terrance Barnett at Mr. Taylor's behest. He describes how he shot Mr. Barnett because he believed Barnett had stolen Mr. Taylor's phone. Womanish stuff, just foolishness. Damn, Birdman is in this one. Bad. Birdman is in all of them. He is the main informant half the time, okay? This is how they get a deal, okay? Because he be telling on the same ones he be signing. And will either extinct them for the insurance policy or lock them up so that he either getting street credit or death credit from them. That's all. That's the notoriety behind it. The notoriety and the notoriety behind it, okay? So it says Mr. Pickney claimed, during the recorded conversation, Mr. Pickney claimed that Mr. Taylor paid him $1,000 after the shooting. Mr. Pickney describes the murder in detail, stating that while riding in Taylor's car, Taylor told Pickney, "That's the nigga right there." Pinkney asked, "You want me to hit the nigga?" Taylor said, "Yeah, I got some bread for you." Pinkney said that Taylor then parked around the corner. Pinkney explained that day Taylor asked me, "I was never hesitant." Pinkney stated, "I walked up, the gun was in my sleeve, one was in the head already." Pinkney continued, "I dogged that dude with the 380. Everything up there. 4 shots to the face. Pinkney said, I could tell he was dead after the first one. Pinkney stated afterwards, I jumped in Taylor's car. Taylor didn't want the gun. Pinkney also tells the CI, oh gee, tell God on Jesus. Okay, can't get around him because he got all Birdman and stuff all. So there's only one. There's only one claiming to be Birdman's brother. Okay, there's only one. So he says, Taylor, he says, Pinkney also tells the CI that he was shot by an associate of Mr. Taylor's called Luck. In the portion of the transcript of the recording that was not played for the jury, the confidential informant claimed that Taylor told him he had shot Mr. Pinkney. Messy, the same messy dude right now. See how he told this dude that Taylor said, lie. A lie don't care who tell it, especially through too small teeth. Okay, don't care who tell it. Pinkney also tells the CI, in the portion of the transcript of the recording that was not played for the jury, the confidential informant claimed that Taylor told him that he had shot Mr. Pinkney. So OG God on Jesus lied. Notably, the CI had never had a conversation with Taylor. Didn't I tell you? Lie. He's so good, y'all. Or he think he's so good until you get that paperwork. Okay? But he has never wanted to acknowledge this. What kind of nut is that? Mr. Taylor testifies at trial about the statements that Mr. Pinkney made in the recording. He also testified that Mr. Pinkney was a braggart who boasted about things that weren't true, and that Pinkney did not have anything to do with Mr. Taylor's drug business. Mr. Taylor denied any involvement in the shooting of Mr. Pinkney or the murder of Terrance Barnett. And down here, in the footnotes, we have Sataro, Baby Money, inside the early years of Birdman's Cash Money Records, Forbes, May 5th, 2015, available at, and that's when I give y'all the website to go and look at it, okay? And it says Baby Money inside the early years of Birdman's Cash Money Records, okay? So why are these footnotes down there? Because they're talking about the only one that claimed to be Baby's brother, okay? The only person with that name. So, next page, this dude is ridiculous. A real life woman. Won't you back that ass up? On November 11, 2015, defense counsel received a letter from Timothy Pinkney. In the letter, Mr. Pinkney explained that the CI had led Mr. Pinkney to believe that Mr. Taylor had been involved in his shooting. Mr. Pinkney explained that he was angry with Mr. Taylor. See, just woman stuff, just boyfriend stuff, just crazy to me. Pinkney explained that he was angry with Mr. Taylor, and his anger and mistaken belief led him to lie and say the things he said on the wiretap to the confidential informant. Mr. Pinkney further explains that at the time he shot Mr. Barnett, he didn't know Sean Taylor. He explains that everything he said on the wiretap was all puffery, and he was trying to impress the confidential informant by belittling Sean Taylor's character, okay? Notably, Pinkney's desire to curry favor with the CI was based upon the CI's wealth and notoriety, okay? The CI's wealth and notoriety. So he was getting boyfriends off of saying he was wealthy and he was Cash Money brother. They only used his first initial on documents B, the whole Cash Money. Let me see. The whole Cash Money got fed paperwork on them Wayne's Hole on Stone Trooper. Oh, she most definitely did. I got that paperwork. Then that's because the head honcho is a CI as well. Okay, the head honcho, they're just following the leader. Okay, The head honcho is the CIA as well. He tells on them. He tells on the ones that he signs. And that's how he gets all of this extra money and all of this stuff. Because they get cased up. You understand? And he's the one who was telling God on Jesus on them. Okay? So prior to the trial, wait, I'm going too far. It says, he lied on the WhatsApp. Mr. Pinckney further explains that at the time he shot Mr. Barnett, he did not know. Okay, so notably, Pinckney desired to curry favor with the CI, was based upon the CI's wealth and notoriety, okay? The CI was known as gangster and is serving a life sentence for conspiracy to commit murder, and he and his brothers are rumored to have participated in several other murders. At Alliance, the CI would greatly increase Mr. Pinckney's status in the confines of the prison and ensure his protection. Oh, so we was gang. Prior to the trial, Mr. Taylor moved to sever his case from Mr. Pinckney's due to a Bruton violation that would occur. Should the recording of the conversation between Mr. Pinckney and the CI be entered into evidence, Mr. Pinckney moved to suppress the recording. On April 24, 2014, the court denied Mr. Taylor's motion for a severance and Mr. Pinckney's motions to suppress the recording. The court found that the recording could be admitted without Mr. Pinckney's testimony pursuant to Federal Rule of Evidence 804B3. And at the bottom in the footnotes, it says, Encino Ahmad, the 10 most gangster hip-hop label executives. Complex Magazine, October 18, 2010. So you're saying that Terrance Williams snitched, and why did Killa Stone try? And why did Killa Stone try to kill him? He thought he was Killa Stone's boyfriend and that he could go steal that man dope. And he was getting instruction to take it all by his notoriety brother, okay, that was telling God on Jesus on everybody and told God on Jesus on him, making a plan to go kill the federal agent. Who he think told? Told. And then after they got him indicted on that, they got the $30 million deal. Okay? Yeah, baby, yeah. Okay? Keep saying it. He tells that so freely, but it don't never seem to click that they got the $30 million deal because of him. Okay? Because they told on him. That's how they get paid. They tell God on Jesus on their own people that they be signing. They only gonna sign you if you are known to have done something, like kill somebody or do something very treacherous so that they can get you locked up, okay? Or so that they can have permission to kill you back and get your insurance money, okay? And then go act like they never replaced the artist that you were and keep collecting from the insurance people until they replace the person that they didn't deceased. They think it's a game. And you wonder why he keep being in the footnotes, okay? It says, the 10 most gangster hip-hop label executives, Complex Magazine, October 18, 2010. For example, in a portion of the transcript that was not read to the jury, the industry is retarded, honey. I'm talking about so demonic, you'd be surprised. For example, in a portion of the transcript that was not read to the jury, Mr. Pinckney explains that he believes Mr. Taylor and Luck were sufficiently shocked and impressed by the CI's friendship with Mr. Pinckney that they decided not to pursue an altercation. I bet you S. like, that's baby's brother. And then Luck be like, word, Timmy fuck with baby's brother? He like, what the fuck? Like, that's why he probably fell back, you know? S probably like, chill. You hear this? They got to be stopped. They got to be stopped. He was really, really doing this. Like, he was really, really, really doing this. Claiming his people. That's why they can't make it seem like they talk to him no more. But, yeah, he already said that they be sending them money and all kind of stuff. Yeah, they say they still talk. It's just for the media. It's just for the media. Bezo killed B.G. Derrick. I don't think Bezo killed B.G. Derrick. I believe somebody else. I Leave somebody else. And it's already been said. And all you got to do is go back and replay his videos. He didn't already said who, oh, you gonna hang with somebody, you hanging with somebody who killed your nephew. You heard me? Go through your homework, because he puts it all out there, you know. So, that was the footnotes on this sheet, okay? It says, neither the CI nor Mr. Pickney testified at the trial. The defense did not have the opportunity to cross-examine either man as to the circumstances surrounding the recording or as to the substance of the recording. Throughout the trial, Mr. Pickney was represented by counsel. Based on the substance of the recording, Mr. Taylor and his counsel believed that if Mr. Pickney were called, his testimony would be consistent with the story told on the recording. Factually, there was no reason to believe otherwise. Since receiving the letter, counsel contacted Mr. Pickney's attorney. Counsel inquired whether Mr. Birdman had sacrificed so many people. Don't make no sense. And you better believe it. And Stone was one of them too. And many, many more. His own relatives half the time. The ones he don't care about. The ones they pretend not to care about. Okay, so the standard federal rule of criminal procedure 33 states is pertinent part. Defendant's motion, upon the defendant's motion, the court may vacate any judgment. So he tried to file an appeal. Says the argument. Timothy Pickney's testimony testifies that 5-part test for newly discovered evidence under Rule 33. The evidence is newly discovered. There can be no dispute that Mr. Pickney's letter exculpating Mr. Taylor is newly discovered evidence. Mr. Pickney explained that he was furious with Mr. Taylor because the CI led him to believe that Mr. Taylor was responsible for him being shot repeatedly. See, that's why I don't play with that CI. Because that CI like to crisscross and play all kinds of games. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the consequences and repercussions of it. You understand? So this is why he would have never had me on the interview. The only interview I did with him was a skit. Okay? And once I picked up, they were skitting. I said, oh, this is how it's going. They're skitting their ass up. I'm too real for skits. You understand? All I'm going to do is bust your ass up and laugh at you because you're a real nut of a boyfriend of a joke. You understand what I'm saying? So there can be no dispute that Mr. Pickney's letter let me see. So Mr. Pickney was so angry at Mr. Taylor that he lied to the CI, hoping that the CI would side with Mr. Pickney should an altercation ensue. So they in there was on some gang stuff. And learn about an altercation and learn about being protected and not even understanding that this is a confidential informant telling God on Jesus on them and setting them up between each other because he's so messy. You understand? He messier than every woman in New Orleans all put together. He messy. Let me see. I think Birdman has something to do with making sure that people don't understand that these murders are initiated with witchcraft. They do the witchcraft first, and then the spirit causes the murder. And you're so true. And he is the reason why every last person he has signed is deceased or in jail. He is every bit of it. He thinks that he is Allegory. He goes to the Orisha Allegory and he wants to be over your crossroads. And once he puts that witchcraft into your crossroads, it's going to lead to death. Just as you're saying, baby. That's just like they put all, like somebody been sending a text to me. It was supposed to show up in my body as sickness. But being that I am aware, it's not. It has the weapon has formed, but it's not prospering. Okay? Because you have to believe in something. And I believe that they will send it to you. He has done just every word you have said, baby. You are not short and you are very spiritually in tune. Stay there. Okay? He says, additionally, Mr. Pickney wished to enhance his status as a shooter. Both of them niggas know my gun go. That's what Mr. Pickney said. Luck, no, I ain't no chump. He know my gun go. Mr. Pickney was trying to impress the CI because his brother was a famous rapper and producer. Mr. Pickney Mr. Pickney wanted to have the support of this celebrity in order to have backup for the dispute he now believed he had with Mr. Taylor. He wanted the CI as an ally to increase his status in the jail. What kind of status is that? I guess it's that gang, boy. They use you and set you up. Mr. Mr. Taylor was surprised by the contents of the NBC tape and the fact that Mr. Pinckney implicated him in a murder he did not commit. He did not call Pinckney as a witness at trial because he believed Pinckney's testimony would corroborate with the NBC tape. The fact that Mr. Pinckney pled during jury selection confirmed Mr. Taylor's belief. Mr. Pinckney is now available to testify at a new trial. He has accepted his responsibility for the crime he committed. Pinckney's letter to the defense counsel represents newly discovered evidence that could not, with due diligence, have been discovered before or during trial, that the evidence is material, not cumulative, and that the admission of the evidence would probably lead to an acquittal. The Second Circuit does not preclude the possibility that a co-defendant's post-trial exculpatory statement may qualify as newly discovered evidence within the meaning of Rule 33. Pimp Daddy, Kilo G, name them, baby. Let's go. Mr. Ivan, Yellow Boy, Magnolia Shorty, Young Greatness. Come on, baby. Just to name a few. Come on, baby. You know, and I just recently saw met Young Greatness' mother. She noticed who I was out here in Atlanta, and it was very nice to speak with her. But Mr. Pinckney's testimony would be material, not cumulative or impeaching, and would likely lead to an acquittal. So Pinckney also knew the CI was a person held in tremendous esteem among the inmates in the MDC, both because of his brother's significant fame and wealth. Yes. Both because of the brother's significant fame and wealth and because of his own reputation as a murderer. The CI lied to Mr. Pinckney. It's my last comment showing, I think they hit it. No, it's showing at Kid Cool. Yes. The CI lied, let me see. And because of his own reputation as a murderer. The CI lied to Mr. Pinckney, telling him that Mr. Taylor had admitted being involved in the shooting of Pinckney. Mr. Pinckney sought to align himself with the CI by bragging about his prowess as a killer, and in the process implicated Mr. Taylor in the murder of Mr. Barnett. Now, they go to show you, it pays to be an individual. Because just because he had these, they had these things in common, being shot and being a murderer and all of this stuff in common, they thought that was something to, link on and carry forward, and you're not even knowing that this man telling God on Jesus on you and your partner for his Rule 35, okay, and using y'all as 3,500 Rule 3,500 material, okay? Got to be more careful. Mr. Taylor was scared of being involved. Taylor in the murder of Mr. Barnett. And Mr. Taylor was scared of being involved in the shooting and was soft. This evidence is no way cumulative or impeaching, but rather presents an entirely new angle to the defense theory as to why Mr. Taylor was implicated in this murder, okay? Behind lies, the same type of lies that OG tell God on Jesus just trying to tell on me, playing mind games. You understand what I'm saying? Coming to me like one thing and then trying to bring it to the media as another. That's mind games. You understand what I'm saying? I don't be with the mind fuckery. I don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what he did to this dude and took the dude out. And this is why he home. He keeps talking about he's holding on dead people. Like, I appreciate you, Ivory Khalees. Thank you. He keeps talking about he's holding on dead people. No, he's holding on these live people right here. Timothy Pinckney played out. And Sean Taylor is doing all of the time, okay, over the amount of time that Terrance has. I'll give you how much time he received. It says, the evidence was not factually available because Mr. Taylor had no other information to contradict the story on the recording, since he was not at the crime scene. In Pinckney's letter to counsel, he explained his motivation and the reasons behind his lies to the CI. They keep hiding my comment down. Keep writing. Let me see what they doing. Let me see. They keep hiding my comment down. What you saying, baby? Let me see. I'm gonna try to catch it. Okay, so in Pickens' letter to counsel, he explained his motivation and the reason behind his lies to the CI. Mr. Taylor only received this factual information after the trial, and thus it is truly newly available evidence. Mr. Taylor would have subpoenaed Mr. Pickney to testify at his trial. However, he reasonably believed that Mr. Pickney will lie and substantiate the recording. He had no reason to believe otherwise. There was no legal issue that prevented this evidence from being available. Rather, it was not actually available because of Pickney's untruths and the existence of the MDC recording. Okay, so this is how Master Splinter is slid out, found an escape through other people. Okay, he will not ever. He admits to many things, but he don't even want to admit to this. But what you're gonna do is admit that you lied on me. Because I never told your church friend we hate rats and nobody else nothing about you because you're that not important. See, I believe that speaking your name or even paying attention to you is like a bad juju. You understand what I'm saying? And just because you probably been having them working it for you, as you took other people out. You understand what I'm saying? You could never be trusted here. I wouldn't go to the same corner store as you. Okay? That's how I feel about you. Like you're so non-existent. I don't even see you. But I'm glad I saw this. Okay, because I see I'm gonna have to learn. I'm gonna have to shut your mouth about me. You understand what I'm saying? So it's time that I issue some gag orders around here because you see, speaking my name loosely and wrongly has consequences and repercussions, especially coming from an informant. And see, you have nothing to inform on me, so I would suggest, that you shut your mouth. But since you're so womanish and such the nut of competition of a boyfriend, still, 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 boy, I'm gonna put some gag orders on you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you see, all you do is make bad come out of people. You understand? I've been just in the spirit who been showed me and warned me about you. Minding my own, rebuking Satan, and then Satan decides not, what's so crazy, y'all? But he's not even Satan. See, what happens is he's a demon trying to bring the Satan out of me. Because you see, I'm the Capricorn. Yes, I represent the devil, okay? But I try to stay elevated and let God control me. But I just see these little demons think they have power over me. Till then I gotta come on here and spit fire and burn these little demons the hell on up. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't know what you're trying to speak about. Who was the main old lady? Apparently, it was you. You was the main girlfriend. Okay, you was the main girlfriend. You kept all the darkest, deepest secrets, and you the one who robbed him too. Okay, which is why he burnt your truck up and eventually burnt your ass up. Eventually burnt your ass up. You understand what I'm saying? You can lie to who you want to, but I assure you that nothing will be taken from this mind of an elephant and be fooled by it at all. Your response will be a gag order. Exactly. I'm gonna shut this thing go too far, and he only go as far because he have permission. But see, you got to know the chain of commands. You understand what I'm saying? And the orders to carry out to get this done. Because I assure you, you understand? He done solved the murders already. I mean, his purpose is up. All I feel like he gonna do now is take out more of ones that's already in the industry. Talking to him is like just writing your own death wish. Being affiliated to him is like writing your own death wish. This dude was not known for nothing good. Now he gonna be on here trying to tell y'all all the old stories to bring back all them old demons. You understand what I'm saying? And spirits is real. The spirits is real. I keep trying to send something, but they hiding it. Yeah, I got an email. Send it to. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if I can put something in here. Let's see. Just send it to extraordinary boss, extraordinary boss at gmail.com or extraordinary mystique at 77 at gmail.com. Send it to me. I'm going to send it on here so I get it. So, yeah, running that loose lip sink ships. Loose lip, no, let me tell you what I said about him earlier. I'm going to start spitting bars on his ass. You understand what I'm saying? After I shut his mouth, then I'm going to spit the bars, okay? This dude go too far, and then the lies. It be the lies for me. That man, they told you nothing about I said I was going to give him no paperwork about you. I wouldn't dare pass this paperwork on because, baby, I found this. You heard me? This me right here, okay? So you can get that off your mind, talking loosely on my name and talking about, oh, she wasn't the main girlfriend. Baby, I said that myself. And you knew when I got ready to expose that they was gay, that you was going to be the number one on the list because you still alive. See, he dead, okay? But you still alive. And you the reason why he dead and alive more, okay? Because of your loose lips, telling God on Jesus after the fact, okay? So after it wasn't going to work on them no more, but you got them all deceased, you went and told God on Jesus on somebody you don't even know. You just was looking for it. You was like a dog in heat and a freak without wanting for it. You pretend like you could protect this man and became boyfriends with this man and then flipped the script on this man with his own partner. Messy. Messy, just like all your kinfolks, just messy. Messy as a mother, but you should have been messy enough to tell your dentist to make your teeth the right freaking size, okay? Them temps, because if them is the originals, baby, you really fucked in the game. You understand what I'm saying? You should have had you talk some shit about the right shit, your own shit, okay? Bringing my name up, Lucy, say when you say my name wrong, I pop up. Just don't never know because spirits cleared me right on over here. I said, oh, he's talking about this because I was listening to OG person say nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You ain't tell on no dead people to get out no penitentiary because they couldn't go do nothing about the dead people. They couldn't get no indictments off the dead. They couldn't get no prosecutions off the dead. They couldn't get them dead people to do no time. The people was already doing dead time in the grave. Okay? But you told all them lies, and then all the dead people did was come back and tell me with everything they did, and then they telling me everything to say. You heard me? You could think somebody, my handler, telling me something like, you and Queen France was doing, but that's not the case here, okay? It's me in spirit. I get it directly, you understand? And it hasn't failed me yet, okay? I was very honest. I said from the beginning, when I saw all that was going on between you and Killer Stone, I never trusted nothing with him again. So I thank you. I thank you because without you, I would have had no one. I would have had no one to step on. Okay? You were the boyfriend. That's why you made sure you followed him everywhere he went with all the girlfriends, and you kept the darkest, deepest secrets, including the fact that you were the boyfriend, okay, and that all y'all was getting down from juvenile jail going forward, and all of y'all got the same diseases that shows y'all slept with the same D, but it wasn't me, You understand what I'm saying? So next time somebody wanna try to saw shake with me, you need to make sure you check with the horse, okay? Because I don't do middlemen. So nobody couldn't have came and told me you said nothing about me without me verifying or without them showing me receipts. Something you didn't have. And then you try to make this be about you when I wasn't even thinking about you. But see, now it is about you. Because you still want to compete. See, of course, it's always known. The females do it most. They go and be friends with the same woman that their man be wanting. Whenever they get messed over and their man messing with another woman, they always try to call a woman. Always try to be the best of friends with the woman. You understand? Just like you was doing with me because you was the boyfriend. You understand? And you saw it. I mean, you saw it. I don't care what situation it was. Me not want to be with him. I still was affiliated with him, and he came everywhere I was, and you did too, until you got locked the fuck up. Okay? So you really want to tell the truth? Because you all you've been telling is lies. Because this was never, never said about you for me. You understand? So just because you found the video of a nigga going down and you posted it and all they saying, the nigga comes so shaking and saying my name, boy, you know I'm a real stand-up one. I will come and address myself. I don't need no middlemen, no second parties, no none of that. Direct. You heard me? Direct. So that's what you should have checked. But now that it's back on about your ass, you understand? I'm gonna go through everything and pull out all the lies and all the alibis and everything and just keep on going about your ass. Mr. Answer right back. You Mr. Answer right back because you're really a real life woman. Want to back that ass up. That's what answers right back. Women. All y'all with that womanly shit and then want to hate on a woman. You understand what I'm saying? When she do it. You are a reflection of a real life woman. Want you to back that ass up. Okay? Like you've been backing that ass up. The gangster, the killer that backed that ass up. Back that ass up. Back your infiltrating ass up. Okay? So next time, call and ask me. Text me. Send it as a statement. Green and white. Maybe you got an iPhone by now. Blue and white. You understand what I'm saying? But you better want to check. You understand? Because you see, you're not in no safe place. You think you're doing everything from a distance because you're in custody. Them the ones who gonna take your ass out. That's who waiting on your ass to take it out. So you keep talking. And I advise y'all quit watching him. Don't affiliate yourself with him. Don't want to do no collaborations because he only sacrificing you. Okay? You gonna be out of here after a while. He gonna be taking notes from his siblings. Okay? He's taking notes. All he's trying to do is assassinate and cash out on something. You heard me say he keeps speaking on my name and ain't nothing you gonna get here but a whole motherfucking time. That's all you gonna get because I'm the bitch that talk back. See, I'm the match fund. You understand what I'm saying? His mouth go. You heard me? And my receipts show. You heard me? He just run that. Yeah. Like he like, put it in his mouth. Yeah. So I'm sure you're watching because you don't miss a beat. And better yet, I'm a text you and tell you I'm talking about you. Because I'm a real stand-up. You understand? Real one. Let me text him and let him know. Oh, I'm talking about you. Because, see, that's what I can do. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You're a lying ass. And you know what you get from me? The middle finger. I'm talking about your ass Your lying ass on my life. That's what I can do because I'm built like that. I ain't gotta get it all around the world in 4 minutes and 35 seconds, and then somebody gotta go find it. No, I'ma let you know. Better yet, I believe I tagged them. You understand what I'm saying? Because me being a woman, I address other women, okay, about speaking loosely on me. Men too, but this one right here is a real life woman. Wants to back that ass up. This tell God on Jesus one right here. My wealth, because I'm in jail and my brother is Birdman. And if you want to be protected, you better ride with me because I back my ass up. Go get them Tim teeth the right size. Learn to speak correctly, okay? And don't go to line on people. If you're gonna lie on them, let the person know you're lying on them first, as I'm doing you, because I'm telling the truth and I'm letting you know. So you can call it a nut, you can call it whatever you want, but it sounds like you're the nut. Because see, people tend to forget what they do. Then they show back up on the scene, acting like ain't nothing ever happened. Okay? And then that's when it happens to them. Those kind of people always eventually get fucked in the game. You understand what I'm saying? And mind you, he ain't never got us to worry about because he's not a law-abiding citizen. He's in custody, okay? He's in protective custody. He's not a regular law-abiding citizen out here roaming the earth. You know, he's not anyone that you can see on a daily basis. He's in protective custody, talking all this loose lip sync shit, okay? And if he do collab with you, it's only gonna be where the people gonna be protecting him, okay? So y'all better be more careful because I'm sure the last person he solved that murder on still in the blender, okay? Because that's all he's good for is blenders, okay? But get in the blender with whatever dentist you got and tell them to make them teeth the right size, please. I hope that is your temps. I hope them is your temp teeth. Because if them is the permanent ones, boy, you short, okay? You is very, very short. Learn to talk shit properly, okay? And make sure your mouth right, your life right. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure you don't have none of this going on that you're not talking about first, okay? Because see, what you can't do is find none of this on me, okay? So tell Tippy Toe that. Tell Jahid that. Tell your protective people that, okay? Tell your handler that, okay? This is what we want to hear you talk about. If you ain't talking about this, we don't even want to hear you because you must take responsibility for your own actions. That's what you do in life as an adult. Okay, that's called adulting. Taking responsibility for your own actions, telling the truth about how you really got out. Because see, you can loosely lie on your friends, and that's how I know you was never be trusted. But these wasn't your friends. This was just a lick. You heard me? You was just hustling for this in the jailhouse, okay? And you lucked up. And you lucked up. But see, you won't luck up with getting away with it fucking with me, okay? So I advise you to speak on someone else or do something else. How about speak to the dentist about your teeth, okay? And get your shit together, okay? Because ain't none of your shit together. This man is doing your time where you still supposed to be at. Okay? So until you talking about this, nobody wants to hear what your little short, temporary, or permanent teeth talking about. Okay? Y'all have a good night. Because see, when people wants to try to arouse you and make you a nut, this all gonna be given is the truth and the receipts. Okay? And I have all of them. So I let him know. Send him the sign that he said, y'all send him say, oh, we got action. Let him know he got action. Okay, and the action is, your name is all in it. Address this, okay? This is what's speaking your name. I ain't heard about it yet. You ain't said nothing about it yet. Because it's so the truth. You heard me? And see, the truth has no competition. Okay? It has no competition. So compete with your own truth. Compete with your own shadow. Compete with your own mammy. Don't pick me. Y'all, please share, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, and you don't have to if you don't like. We just giving the truth here. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all go over there and make sure y'all let him know. The who he called the nut, who knows he's the nut, and it's showing on him. I mean, come on, just look at him. One day he blew it up. I mean, just all these different sizes. You know, fruits don't fall too far from the trees. Okay, so y'all have a wonderful night. Always remember, whenever he talking shit, bring up the actuals and factuals, and just ask him about Timothy Pinkney and Sean Taylor. Y'all have a good night. Bye.